Yes guys, welcome back. As you can see, just outside of the gym, just about to go in and train legs. So I said I would take you along with me today. Cool actually messaged me saying he'd be a few minutes late, so my pre-workout is well and truly kicked in already, and my face is itching, so I'm looking forward to getting going here. So hamstring biased leg session today, which basically means we start off with hamstring work. Week 3 of this maintenance phase at the moment, but training is actually still moving forward quite well at the moment, and a big thing I put that down to is sleep quality. I feel sleep quality has actually massively improved over these past couple of weeks. I've been putting a big emphasis on that, and honestly training has massively jumped forward. Not massively, but I'm still progressing, so and I feel really fresh and recovery is better. So just goes to show the importance of sleep. Yes gang, so starting off with seated hamstring curl in today's session. So the Cybex seated ham curl, and the other session we have seated prime curl in. So just a bit of variation there, to be fair, rather than running the same one every session. But 3 sets in total on this, aiming for in and around like 10 to 12 reps, 10 to 15 reps or so on all 3 sets. I don't really like going crazy heavy on a seated ham curl. I think in around 10 is the lowest I like to go. I feel like any heavier, I'm just using everything. But around the 10 rep range, 12 rep range, that's a nice sweet spot for me, to be fair, to get the most out of it. So yeah, just making these hard, full control, full range of motion, proper stretch, proper squeeze every single rep. And again, using the handle on the bar in front of me to kind of brace myself against and push myself in and keep myself locked down, so it's literally just my hamstrings doing all the work. So yeah, this was actually, I think, 3 reps up and a bit of weight up on this set as well, so took some nice progression here. Another thing to notice is that lower back, when it gets hard, that always wants to kick out, so just making sure that lower back stays fucking drilled against that pad, because the moment that lower back shifts and the hips come forwards, that's your hamstrings trying to escape the pain. So bear that in mind. So seated ham curl, last week's session, this week's session. So that actually was more weight this week and 3 more reps as well. So we'll definitely take that. Kept the same weight for the second set, and for the third set, I'm gonna drop it back to 150, which would still be like 10 pounds heavier than last week. And we'll see what we get with that, but again, progressions across the board so far. This is the last set of seated ham curl, and I wanted to show this as well because one thing I see a lot of people do is they'll do their first set, maybe their second set with like really good form, and then what they'll see is they'll think like the last set or the lighter set, they won't really take it as serious, and they'll just kind of rush through, and the form will be sloppier, and they'll just they won't really put as much intent into it. But if you compare this to the first set, nothing changes. Like, my form is my form. My execution is my execution. I just keep that the exact same across every set I do. Warm-up sets, working sets, nothing changes. So, yeah, I don't try and just kind of blast through reps for the sake of it. Again, my goal every rep is trying to make it as hard as I can. And again, you'll see people training different ways, and that is absolutely fine. This is what's worked for me. I've trained different ways before, but this, being accurate like this and keeping locked in, this is what's seen progress. Third set, 150 for 11, which same reps last time, but 10 pounds up. So we will definitely take that. Happy out. So here, 1 plate, warm up, done like 8 reps. I'll do 2 plates. I'll do, it's the other way around, it's me, it's facing me. 2 plates here, I'll do 5 or 6, 3 plates, I'll do like 2, and then I'll probably go in and work at 4 then. Let's see, well, 4 plates for 6 reps last time. So if I can beat that today, I'll be a very happy man. Come on. What's that? What? Come on. Get tight. Big set. Good. It's better last week. Don't chase the numbers. Better last week. Come on, better last week. Yes. Don't fuck this one. Come on. Yep. Nice. Yep. Well done. Okay, so 4 plates, 7 reps. I'm happy with that. So we're actually going to do a second set here today. So I'll actually keep it at 4 plates, and I will aim to take, if I can take 6 reps, I'll be very, very happy. Again, if I'm able to take 7 reps again, it means that that 4th set was not towards that failure point. So it should have been more. So I won't hit 7, but I think I can hit 6 here. So second set of RDLs here. Now, same weight, but I wanted to show you from the side just to kind of show you what execution is like. So the first thing that breaks here is my hips. Like, I don't try and bend over. The first thing that moves is me sticking that ass back as far as I can. And so just literally, that's all I'm thinking. How far can I push my ass back? Back stays pretty neutral, but again, I'm trying to get my mind into my hamstrings as well. So hips back, control, and then aggressive up, but really trying to not just yank it, but trying to think of where am I putting the stress. But yeah, happy with that set. So third exercise, loin hamstring curl. Plate loaded, prime, 2 sets on this. Aiming for anywhere from like 8 to 12, just making them fucking hard basically. Just making them hard, just trying to like, I aim to feel like, with hamstring curl, I almost want to feel like there's knives going through my hamstrings. That's literally what I'm aiming for here with every fucking rep. So 2 sets. My hamstrings are fucking smoked already. Yes, so loin hamstring curl. I love a loin hamstring curl. Loin and seated ham curl. I don't really like standing. I've done it. I get a lot from it, but I just love seated. I love loin. Both feel pretty different. But again, the same kind of cues in the seated and the loin as well. You know, full control, hard squeeze, hard stretch, and just making them accurate and hard, basically. So one little cue I actually like to use on the hamstring curl, I feel like this massively helps me, is I don't let my feet point out. I kind of internally rotate the feet in a little bit. It's just a cue that's really helped me. I got that from, you know, when you do a dumbbell hamstring curl, if you've ever done one, you'll know exactly how it feels. When your feet are like super close together squeezing that dumbbell, it's a different sort of contraction in your hamstring. So I almost try and think about that on a loin ham curl as well, having my feet turned in that little bit. And it kind of, that's the best I can explain it. It kind of mimics what I feel on a dumbbell hamstring curl as well. Yeah, beautiful. So side-base leg press. On this, I haven't done any direct quad work yet, so I'm actually going to take 3 warm-up sets here. I'll touch 4 plates. I will touch 6 plates. I'll touch 8 plates. And then I will probably work with 10. Yeah, let's see. This is 8 plates now, so see how it feels, and then that will decide what I actually work with then. But just 1 set here. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay. go again. Come on. Drive. That's all you. That's all you. Oh, fucking hell. Thank you, man.
Oh, it's all good.
Fucking hell. Thank you, bro. Good set that. Very, very happy. It was 10 plates for 11 last time, but we took 12 there. So we'll take that. One set's enough here because we have legs in 4 days' time. So I know if I do 2 or 3 sets here, I'll be absolutely smoked. I'm on recovery. So leg extension next, last main leg exercise before calves. So just a warm-up set there. So we will go in and work at this set here. Again, 1 set, all the way. I'll do the same weight as last week, but I'll try and run this up in terms of beating reps. An extra rep, it's progression. It doesn't always have to be weight. Yeah, so leg extension. Honestly, probably one of the hardest movements in terms of the pain that you can actually put through your quads with this as well, because it's the only like movement that can get your quad like fully short, like fully contracted. So you can really gonna put yourself through a lot of pain and discomfort with a leg extension, which we're sadistic, we love it. So the more pain, the better. So again, on this, I feel like when I rush through and when I sling them up and down, I just feel like it's easier for me basically. So by me actually controlling it like this, it's very uncomfortable. Like I just want to, my body doesn't want to be doing this. It wants to escape it. It doesn't want to be going through this discomfort, which is why I love it, to be fair. From that bottom position again, I try not kick. I think about dragging. I think about dragging my feet forwards and then up at the top. And that really nails my quads down. Again, at this point, I do not want to be in that set. Like my body is telling me, kick it. Like move your body, just do anything that's going to make it easier to get that up. So that's when you need to tell your mind to, shut the fuck up and just stick to keeping that same standard throughout the set. And it's hard, but it leads to progress. So that's the main thing, innit? Now, after this, I actually go on to single leg extension on the prime. I put it on set in 3, so it's the lengthens, just to really finish off, because my right quad is weaker. Okay, like it's, if you look closely, it's noticeably weaker in my poses, in my shots. So I always finish off with 1 set of single leg extension, with that right leg, with that bad leg. And I really just try and take it as far as I possibly can. Set in 3 basically means in the stretch. So it's heaviest here. And then as I kick up, it's not as heavy as what the other leg extension was, basically. So, it just allows me to really get the most out of what's left in my quads to finish off this session. But this is nasty to finish off. But it really has been working in terms of giving me a little bit more depth to that right leg, which I haven't had before. So, it's definitely helping for sure. And again, at the end, even if I can't get a full rep, I finish off with a couple of little partials here as well. So still able to squeeze out a couple of full ones. But then at the end, even with partials, you'll see probably next one I try and kick up a little bit. Even with these, I don't just try and kick. I'm still treating it like a full rep. And even if I can't get a full rep, I'll still just move it as far as I possibly can. So it's like I'm trying to take a full rep, but it's just not happening. So I'll just move it to where it will go. See? But it's hard. But yeah, single leg extension. That's the last real kind of leg movement. And then on the calves, which nobody really likes to see because it's not very exciting whatsoever. I love doing it on the toe press. I love it. I just feel like I can really lock in. And I feel like I can just literally put all emphasis onto my calves. I feel like nothing else really comes into this whatsoever. So I can really put as much stress through them as possible. So with this, trying to get a full stretch. And then in the stretch, I try to initiate the move with my calf. So I know that's common sense really, but you'd be surprised by how many people don't do this and how I didn't do this in the past as well, where actually thinking when I go to press up, making sure I'm not just going onto my toe for the sake of it and making sure I'm actually squeezing through the calf and contracting through, if that makes sense. And again, these are uncomfortable, but just making them hard, not just bouncing up and down. and just making them hard and then finishing off with a little partial too.
What's fucking happening, motherfuckers? Big boy session.
Yes, legs done. With Andrew.
Whose head looks bigger?
Mine's definitely bigger, man. I haven't lost the hair yet though. Give me another year and it's gone.
Oh mate, give it 6 months. This strap will erase the hairline. The rig will look good though. The body will look good. That's all that matters.
That's what bodybuilding does. You want to keep your hair?
Yeah.
Don't bodybuild.
We had the best pro in Cyprus over with today.
Yeah.
It's a very good session.
Andrew.
One more session on Friday and then he's flying back home.
Andrew's a 2-on-2 pro, so he'll be competing again next year. Cuba's competing later this year as well. So we're all competing this year, we're all prepping this year. So yeah, big year ahead. I'm looking forward to it. What session done? Session wrapped up. Really productive session. Just talking about the post-workout now. Post-workout is 175 grams cream of rice, that vessel, 150 grams of blueberries, and then 10 grams of raisins in there as well. So I'll eat this, lads. I will eat this. I always kind of have this about 10-15 minutes after training before we go home, and then get me a 5 in after that as well. Session, you will see here progression was made. Here's today's session down here. RDLs, we saw some progression, and we done 2 sets. Line curl, lovely progression there as well. Leg press, progression in comparison to last week. See you 2 days, bro. An extension, progression as well. So happy out, productive session. Can't ask for much more than that. Right, so just touching on something I actually got chatting to a guy about after that session as well. How different things work for different people, and how we should be aware of if something isn't working for us. We have to look at, right, what needs to be done differently. What I mean by that is, if you are someone who, for example, with me, I could probably put a lot more weight on most of the movements that I done. For example, RDL, maybe leg press as well. I have done in the past, but I never saw the growth that I wanted in terms of like my quads, my hamstrings, etc. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different results. So if I just kept doing that and I wasn't getting to where I wanted to be, it's pretty silly of me. So I think there comes a time where if you're doing something and it's not working, it doesn't really matter what anyone else is doing. I think we have to realize that something may need to change with what you were doing to create a different response. You know, whether that be lightening the load a little bit, focusing more on what you're actually connecting with. Maybe it could be you're lifting too light and you need to start putting load on. Could be potentially be that as well. So just look at what you're doing, and if nothing is changing, maybe something needs to change. Rest day tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. That's another thing. Rest days, you will actually start to look forward to your rest days when you actually earn them. I used to hate rest days. Now I actually love rest days. So yeah, I will look forward to tomorrow. Rest, recover, because rest days, sleep, they're the times when you actually recover and when you grow. In the gym, you break the tissue down. Sleeping, resting, recovering is where the muscle actually recovers and grows. I appreciate it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.